Well, greetings from Pensacola. This is yours truly, John Edwards, apprentice sailor, sitting aboard the Hunter 28 Mariah in the galley here that is rapidly becoming near completed. Been at this for over 5 weeks now, and they're about another week to go. We have the U-bolts down, fiberglass is done. We got a guy up there right now who's working on another stanchion. Then that'll all be done up there and be ready for the mast, hopefully Monday. So that's where we are at currently. I have been out on 3 sailing trips so far, 2 day sails and an overnight, both with Wayne. I'll show you his boats in a minute. But I'd like to take a moment here and walk you through the cabin and the outside of the boat and show you how far we've come. And hopefully there won't be too much more of this. And then she'll be up for sale. She'll make me some money. All right, let's go for a ride. Here we are down in the galley. You guys have seen this a couple of times now, but it's markedly cleaner and more straightened up. I have a VHF radio there taken apart. I was given another one, but that one's actually got a lot of nice features if I could make it work, but looks like the circuitry's fried. Here we come down to some of the trim that's been sanded and varnished. The rear berth is getting better. It's now been dry cleaned, and it will be ready for the cushions shortly. No lights on in there. It looks pretty dark and forbidding, but take my word for it, it does look better. Okay, looking out for the companionway here. We took the wheel off the housing there so we can move around a little bit better. We've sort of jury-rigged the bimini, but it's up. We have the lines for it. We have to run them. We have to run new lines. I already showed you the head. The head is nice and clean. Shower's great. Everything is looking good in there. So let's continue on here. Again, you've seen the starboard side and my little cooler and my navigation desk and all that before. Our hull number. But I'm waiting to give you the big stuff here. We have these windows here that have been caulked and marine sealed. No more leaks through there. And again, you saw this shelving before when it was a mess. Now it's cleaned up. It will be stained, velvet trim. But books and CDs are laid out. There's my fan. I moved it out of the way to show you. Now this foam here is all going to be cut throughout the boat. It's all been bleached and washed, and it's enlarged, so it's going to all have to be cut and new fabric put on. And there's my bed in the V-berth. There's the table with both wings up. And now we're going to get down to the good stuff. Look at this. This is all the teak that's been sanded and polished. Several coats of polyurethane. Right now we have a battery resting on it because there's still a bit of a warp in a couple of those boards. I'll try to work that warp out of there. But to give you an idea, there's what an old piece of teak looks like, the last old piece, compared to the new stuff. So there you go. It has to be sanded with 80 grit, and then up to 120, 140, 160. And usually around 120, we can start varnishing it. But it takes 2 or 3 coats of polyurethane. Okay. I'm getting better with this camera, so let's just take a nice, slow, calm walk out. And you should not be too badly jarred as I move. We've cleaned much of the cockpit out, although the cockpit itself is still not clean. It's still filthy. But like I said, we have the bimini up. We'll pause now. Maybe go up in the boat. Yeah, that one's almost close enough you can step right over to it.
Yeah.
Right, and there's the rear rail that's been taking up all this time to get this done. All the fiberglass has been reinforced underneath with additional batting. And here, let's just zoom right in here. For nearly a month, that right there and a matching bolt on the other side have been the culprits that have kept the mast from going up, the sails from being run, and the boat from going into the water. It took 4 weeks to find out from Hunter Marine exactly where that bolt was supposed to go, fiberglass to be reinforced, and a contractor who would actually show up to do it. And there you go. Story of my life. So as you can see, we are very close to being done. The upholstery, some more stain work, and then the mast will go up and she'll be ready to go in the water. Right over to that crane, right over to that water, where she'll join those boats right over there.